I've been inundated with emails about automatic door locks, and every time I get one, I promptly ignore it because the technology has been pretty much the same no matter what the marketing says. It's either a PIN code, a card, an actual physical key, and of course the smart biometric fingerprint. Now there is some rare ones where they use your facial recognition, but then the location of the lock is a little bit odd. Nonetheless, the price puts those things out of most people's budgets. But when TCL reached out about their D2 Pro smart lock, I was very intrigued because it has a feature I haven't really seen in any other brand. Now, knowing that it's TCL also gives me a little bit more trust in the product. I've tested dozens of their products and recently TVs from TCL, so hey, they had my attention. This, my friends, is the D2 Pro Smart Lock, and I'm going to tell you why the palm opening style of this smart lock is one of the best I've used ever. And this is my third lock so far. So big thanks to TCL for sending this full review. Make sure to like and subscribe. Let's get started by rolling the intro. First of all, let me walk you through the specifications of this product. As you can see, it is a smart lock. But the beauty of it is it has a lot of redundancy, and like most locks, it has an actual physical lock, which is great. It comes with two of these, so you can maybe hide them around the house or keep them on your car keys. You also come with these little RFID chips, so you can use that as a way to open the door. This one works really well too, and again, saves you from having keys. Then you of course have a PIN code. And the nice thing about this is that even though they light up at night, you can actually see the numbers during the day. I've used products in the past where you can't see them until they light up, and the only time they light up is when you press one of the numbers and then it starts the code, so you kind of have to remember where it is. Not the case here. And it has a little button that's always lit up, and that's for the doorbell. And lastly, the reason this product caught my attention, and that is the palm vein unlock. The fact that you can put your hand over this lock and it unlocks is incredible. Now, of course, it doesn't work through gloves, and if your hand is obfuscated by mud or dirt, it's not gonna work. But to me, this is 10 times better than a fingerprint, because if you have, let's say, wet hands, it's been raining, you've opened the car door, the amount of times I've had issues with fingerprint locking devices, the vein one has worked every time, and this is the part that makes it so much better and so much more unique than any other product that I've tested. Now, the price of this is around 300 to 400 Australian dollars. I haven't pinpointed it because you can also get it off Amazon.com from the US for about 250. In any case, it sits in that real nice mid-range with a feature that is way better than fingerprint unlock. Now, we gotten used to fingerprint unlocks when the iPhone came out, and it was really good. It was fast and sharp, but not everybody has the backing of Apple with their technology, so fingerprint readers have been sort of hit and miss. This does away with it and does a completely new technology. The palm vein seems to be about 99.9% accurate, and so far I've had no missed scans at all. Even during my test, I just couldn't fault it. Secondly, it opens fairly quickly. Now it says 0.3 seconds. It's as fast as touching the fingerprint lock on a different device. There's also the motion of the motor that has to open the door. Now, the other key thing with this device is that it does not require another module to connect to the internet. It is fully Wi-Fi capable. My previous lock needed another $200 device to connect to the internet so I could open it through the app. Otherwise, it was fully Bluetooth. That makes no sense in today's IoT world. But TCL's D2 Pro lock is fully Wi-Fi capable out of the box. No extra modules that you need to purchase. And that means you can open it through the app, you can connect it to your Alexa or Google Smart Assistant and say things like, open my front door or close my front door or is my front door locked? And that is an absolute lifesaver when you're out of home or at home and not at the front door. So the fact that the app is so smart makes it easier. Now, it's also very customizable. At first, every time I opened and locked it, it would tell me door open, door locked, but it was really quick and easy to turn those sounds and audio off. And it also has the ability to tune how loud the actual volume of the doorbell is, which again, you can mute it or you can just make it max, and it's actually pretty loud. Second of all, there is settings to make sure that it closes automatically after a certain amount of time. At the moment, it maxes out at 120 seconds, so 2 minutes. You can't go longer than that, which makes sense. You probably don't want it to stay open for a long time after you leave the house. I've set it to 100 seconds and that works really well for me, though my wife would want it longer. The battery is a 10,000 milliamp battery and it's fully removable that you can charge with a USB-C cable, which is awesome. But if the battery does run out after, let's say, a really long holiday, there is a little USB-C slot right here that you can recharge it and give it power on the fly. And with many Android phones that have the ability to charge back, you could probably do it with your phone. Nonetheless, the backup is of course a physical key that you could keep with you or in the car. This makes it really quick and easy to get in the house and you're never going to be locked out in case the battery runs out. But so far, after 2 weeks, I've yet to charge it. On the other side, the lock is a physical lock that you can shut, but of course it closes automatically, and you can adjust this to be both-sided. We'll talk about installation in a moment. But lastly, there's a nice little button on the back that you can press, and it just makes it a little bit quicker and easier to open. It's great for kids who might have trouble with the lock or can't reach, but they can reach a button. In saying that, there is a way to stop that button from working, and it's called the child lock, which of course makes sense if you don't want your young kids getting out the front door. In regards to security, there is away mode in the app, so you can lock this down to only allow the master password to open this lock, especially when you're going on holiday. There is of course tamper protection, so if somebody starts fiddling with it, an alarm will go off, and there's a very loud speaker under here, and of course on the other side, so it will stop intruders. The one thing that is missing from this device, I think, is a camera up front that'll take photos of anybody trying to tamper with it. Now that would be cool. In saying that, there is notifications that go straight to your phone because it's Wi-Fi connected and capable, so you'll know anything that's happening at your front door if somebody's trying to open this or put in a key. Now, of course, if somebody puts in the wrong code, it'll let you know a wrong code has been inserted, and if somebody puts in the correct one, there is user management to let you know who used which code. So if you have multiple people in the house, at least you'll know who's coming and going in case anything happens. So let's quickly talk about installation before I give you my final thoughts about the TCL D2 Pro lock. Look, if you've installed these deadlocks before, you'll know what to do. I had a very easy installation time because I had a previous one on there and it fit perfectly, so I didn't really need to adjust anything. But you can go to Bunnings and get a drill bit that fits exactly with it with a template, and there is a paper template provided. Took me like 10 minutes to do and it's super easy. Now I've got a wooden frame. If you've got a metal one, that's going to be a little bit more difficult. Of course, you could get a handyman to come along and fit it for you. It's a pretty basic installation. There's nothing technical about it. Do I recommend this one? Absolutely. I'm so thrilled with the palm vein unlock. It's amazing. 10 times better than fingerprint unlocks. There is no reason I can recommend anybody using a fingerprint unlock when this thing exists. It's incredible. So that alone is a killer feature. But with all the backing of TCL's history with the D1 version and this D2 Pro, the hard unlock, the PIN code, and the physical key, this makes it resistant to any faults. Finally, price-wise, I went to Bunnings earlier today, and the prices of these locks that just have a fingerprint reader or maybe even a little camera, a doorbell, they're extremely expensive. I love the keyless access, and the palm vein scanner is incredible. Friends, thank you very much for watching. Big thanks to TCL for sending this for review. Check the links below where you can grab your own if you wish. Let me know your thoughts below, or any other devices like this that I should check out from other brands. I'll chat to you there. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you later. Bye!